Hey guys, here it's Paul Jackwitz of bloggingBigBlue.com, and of course today is a Monday. It's the day after another Giants win. It's 5 in a row. It's great news, of course. Bad news is, let's be honest, they haven't beaten anybody good. Well, you could say the only team they've really beaten that's legit, of course, is the Cowboys. But let's face it, the Cowboys are a much different team now than they were back in Week 1. I do believe though that the next game against the Cowboys coming up, it's a game the Giants can win, but it's the Giants are going to be able to prove themselves coming up. But looking back at this Bears game, I think a couple things went into their bad first half. Number one, coming off a Monday night game is tough. That's tough. Also, they took the Bears a little lightly. Let's be honest, the Bears only have 2 wins going in this game. Still do have 2 wins. Not a very good team. We know that. Jay Cutler's awful. Actually, Jay Cutler, they made him look great in the first half. Probably because they thought he would just give them the ball. I don't know. Second half, of course, they stepped up. The good news is, though, is that they stepped up in the second half. Ben McAdoo seems to really have his hand on this team's pulse. He just does a great job of getting the most out of this team. Whereas, to be honest, in a game like this or a game like last week against the Bengals, I could have easily seen the Giants losing if Tom Coughlin was the head coach. Now, of course, we love Tom. Brought two more Super Bowls to the Giants franchise. But I think McAdoo has him really playing well. Of course, the one alarming thing, though, is that the offense does need to get better, but he's getting them at a point where they're winning. They've won 5 straight. It's not the most glorious and most beautiful wins, but they're winning. I saw somebody wrote an article. I'm not even going to say that the person's name or even the website, but it was a title such as "The Giants Still Suck." Even though the Giants suck, they keep winning. Clearly not a Giants fan, probably somebody that's a fan of a team or just doesn't like the Giants. I read pieces of the article. I thought it was pretty entertaining. The Giants are not winning in a beautiful, glorious manner, but they're winning. That's all that matters in the NFL. Right now, they're a 7-3 team. That's all that matters. And right now, they're in second place in the NFC East. They still have a shot at the division, which I think they are more than capable of winning. Of course, they'll need some help with Dallas. Of course, what is Dallas at 9-1 right now? So they'll need some help there, of course. But right now, though, the Giants, I was encouraged by yesterday that you look at how flat they came out in the first half. The second half, they came back out. McAdoo and even Jonathan Casillas said, man, a lot of guys were talking and saying, hey, what challenging each other. And they came out in the second half, scored 2 touchdowns. Unfortunately, the offense kind of stalled after that, but you have to factor in the fact that the wind was ridiculously strong yesterday. And I think that's kind of why McAdoo was using the run a lot. I was frustrated. If you look at me, read what I was writing on Twitter on the Blocking Big Blue account. It's like, why? And somebody pointed out to me, why does he keep running on first down? The only thing I could think of is he was scared to throw the ball because, let's be honest, he's thrown a lot of interceptions this year. He's thrown 4 over the last 2 games, two in each of the last 2 games. Why throw it? Maybe the wind gets a hold of one and the Bears get a pick and return for a touchdown. You just never know. So I can see that. The good thing is the Giants have a good enough defense to obviously get the win, and they did that. They were able to hold them. Of course, Landon Collins, another interception. I do believe he should be considered for defensive MVP or defensive player of the year, whatever the award's called for the NFL there. But Eli Manning, I thought, had a very good game. It was funny. Pro Football Focus gave him a very bad grade, but he didn't turn the ball over. He made some pretty good. He did enough for them to win. I thought he was great rolling out of the pocket, rolling around, moving around, running for a couple plays. I think 2 first downs he ran for. I thought he played very well. I thought he seemed to step it up from last week where he looked a little shaky. Nonetheless, though, very good win. Rashad Jennings, 85 yards, I believe, again, over 80 yards for the second straight game. Again, the Giants' running game is not great. It's probably not going to be great this year. But the good news is the Giants don't need it to be great to win. They just need it to be good or average. They just need to run the ball at the end of games to kill that clock out, or just to get, just at least make their offense less predictable. That would really help them right now. Just running the ball to make their offense less predictable moving forward, of course. Of course, a big game here coming up. All these games are big. I don't care if the Browns are winless. It's a huge game. The Giants have to get to 8-3, and then their final 5 games are going to be rough. Steelers, Lions, Eagles, Cowboys, and Washington. Brutal, brutal schedule. All those teams the Giants can lose to. They won't lose to all of them. I don't believe that. My belief is that they can only really maybe afford to lose 2 of those games. That would leave them at 11-5. Probably not good enough to win the division, but definitely a wild card. I believe also that both wild cards will come out of the NFC East. Probably Washington. Probably Washington and the Giants. At least that's the way it is right now. Um, but nonetheless, Giants have a lot of things to improve. Their passing game. Beckham, one of the other positive things about the win over the Bears was that they didn't need Beckham to go off to win the game. Sterling Shepard stepped up, had a good game. Cruz only had 1 catch, but it was a huge one. 48 yards, helped set up that Will Tye touchdown. That was great. They didn't need Beckham to have a great game. That's good because we know Beckham's great and he's carried this team a lot. But it's good to see that he could kind of have an off game, and then they still win. Anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about the win over the Bears and their upcoming schedule. Please hit the thumbs up button on this video and also share with all your friends. Let them know about blogging Big Blue, and we're definitely trying to provide the best coverage we can for the New York Giants. Thank you so much for watching.